Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jake with the Clicktool Academy here. I was at my desk doing what I normally do, looking over some of my students' marketing campaigns, and specifically these are a few campaigns that we're doing for a couple of skincare offers, which if you're new to affiliate marketing, haven't done too many offers, haven't checked out skincare offers, I totally recommend it. They can be super rewarding, super profitable, and pretty easy to convert if you understand how to appeal to the target demographic. Especially if your target demographic happens to be middle-aged females. It's pretty crucial that you use a particular strategy, at least with other strategies, if you want to succeed. And that's using sort of a fear-based angle in your copywriting, in your marketing. Of course, you could go the other route. You could sort of focus on, look at all the benefits, look at the dream this product will fulfill. But I found from personal experience that most of the time, sort of more of a fear-based, which is unpleasant, I know, but it really sells the product, and that's look at what this product is going to prevent. Look at what's going to happen if you don't use this product. And sort of approaching it from that marketing angle in the skincare industry with skincare offers has proven super effective. And I'll show you guys right now a couple of ads and sort of show you the results that come from using these different ads after running a campaign for a few days. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we have an example of a benefit dream-oriented ad, an ad that's sort of targeting the benefits of this skincare product. And here we have an ad that's more fear-oriented, that focuses on the fear that might come driving the potential customer to use our product. So let's go over the copywriting for both of these real quick. Let's start with the fear benefits-based ad. Start with the headline. As you can see, it says your caption here. This isn't the official ad yet. This is just sort of a mock-up I've done. If you're not familiar with creating ad mock-ups, I would definitely check out the program Ad Mockup, is what it's called. It's something that we use in the masterclass quite a bit to display good copywriting versus bad copywriting, just sort of in every way, shape, and form. And it's a totally awesome software, totally free. You should definitely check it out if you haven't already. Anyways, so here we have the first ad, a benefit dream-oriented ad. And for the headline, we have want smooth and soft skin for years to come. So you can see already it's targeting the customer from a perspective of, do you want smooth and soft skin for years to come? And really, the greatest issue with this, while this really does work with sort of a younger demographic, the thing is the absolute best demographic to target for these type of skincare products is the more middle-aged demographic. Or not necessarily middle-aged, but a little bit older. People who are less focused on maintaining their super youthful appearance of the now and are more focused on preventing the inevitable aging from coming on. That's sort of the point in their life that they're at. The ideal customer for the ads and the offers that we're running in these particular scenarios are those people who are at a slightly later stage of life and who aren't as young as the model here in the image. So for that reason, the approach here is just not going to be as effective. Learn the one secret to keep your skin looking young and beautiful. So it's a great ad, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure it will sell. It's going to be effective. It does the job. It writes compelling copywriting. It uses the ultimate solution method. It presents a velvet bag principle. It's not a bad ad. Of course, if you're not familiar with those terms, again, check out the masterclass. Look at some of our other material here in the academy. You can learn a lot more about copywriting that way. The image here as well is, again, like I was saying, it's not as effective. It fits with the angle of this particular ad, but ultimately this angle, I'm assuming, given past experience, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming given past experience that this angle isn't going to be as effective as some alternatives might. All right, moving on, let's look at the other mock-up I did for a fear-based ad. And this one is going to be more effective in my opinion. Let's start with the headline. Do you suffer from dry skin? All right, we're changing the dynamic. We're changing the angle. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand, that every single product, every single offer has a million different stories. It has a million different angles that you can approach it from. And that's one of the beauties. That's one of the most fun parts of this industry, of this profession, is that you can use any of those angles to create your story, to create the narrative you're going to use to market and sell your product. So here we have a completely different approach. All right, we're not talking about preserving our rejuvenated, healthy, smooth skin. We're talking about preventing this oncoming dry skin. We're suffering from dry skin. We are at a point that is past that easy to maintain, smooth, rejuvenated, healthy skin, and we're now trying to figure out how to return to that state, and we're worried about the way our skin's looking. And that's really where the fear comes into play. For these skincare offers, fear can be incredibly effective to sell the product. So do you suffer from dry skin? Learn why your skin might be in urgent need of rejuvenation, right? It creates urgency, which is another key point in successful copywriting. It tells the customer not, hey, you want to maintain your skin how it is? Yeah, the customer would be like, maybe, I'm happy with how my skin is, sure, yeah, I'd love to maintain it. That'd be great. But not as urgent as, hey, is your skin dry? Are you really worried about how your skin is right now? Are you concerned that your skin is going to age and get worse and worse and worse and more rapidly as you progress through life? And it's really just, that's sort of the difference. That is sort of why for skincare offers, it is so much more effective to use the strategies, because by bringing that sense of urgency, by bringing that component to the table, you force the person to say, wait, this is something that needs to be solved right now. I need to urgently solve this problem that is developing. Instead of, oh yeah, I'll get around to maintaining my skin. It's, I need to urgently solve this problem. And that's really sort of the key reason why fear is so much more successful in skincare product offers, at least from my personal experience. All right, so those are the two different ads. That's the two different copywriting. Let's go ahead and run these two ads against each other and see how they do. All right, and here we have our results. Let me run you through how this graph works real quick. We have ad 1, which is the benefit dream-oriented ad, and we have ad 2, which is the fear-driven ad, and we have the conversions for both. And then we have the different age demographics that I split test it among. To do this, I was using different ad sets at different age demographics. Typically, and as we recommend in the masterclass, you want to use ad sets based off of a particular interest group. But because of the fact that I was trying to show the significance of the different age groups, I decided to go with different ages for the different ad sets instead. Let's look this over. So it's apparent already, I hope you can see, that ad 2 was far more successful across the board, even with the younger demographic, which I wasn't honestly sure would happen. But you got to understand that even young people whose skin is still pretty rejuvenated and still pretty healthy feel that their skin is too dry and is aging too quickly. So even people who don't necessarily have skin that's aging too quickly seem to feel that way and seem to relate and connect better with marketing tactics that target that fear. Out of 342 people who saw the benefits ad, only 6 bought it, which is still, it's pretty good. But out of the 317 who saw the fear ad, we had 17 buy it. So significantly more people bought this ad. And then as we move over to the 35 to 55 demographic, which is what I targeted initially, and so you can see that slightly more traffic went to this demographic, this ad set. But you can see that only 1 person bought from the benefits dream-oriented ad, whereas 23 bought from the fear-driven ad. And that speaks to it right there. That is your target demographic, and that is the demographic that really relates to the fear-driven ad and really invests in these skincare offers. Of course, they sell pretty well across the board, is what I'm seeing here. But this should be your main target demographic when you're imagining your ideal customer for these type of offers. And then again, in the 55 plus, we see sort of similar numbers. Actually, so better at least with the initial ad, surprisingly. but still significantly better with the second ad. So I hope this kind of shows you guys that fear is definitely the more effective strategy to use when you're writing copy for these skincare offers, for these sort of lotions and moisturizers and creams that people use to keep their skin young and healthy and rejuvenated and fresh. So keep that in mind when you go to market these offers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it useful and gained some value from it. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.